What's going on, guys? It's Wednesday, December 12th, 2012. Happy 12/12/12. The only time in our lifetimes we'll see this happen. Now, obviously, the title, the EMP part, is my own speculation. I'll make that clear. I have no proof to support that North Korea launched an EMP into orbit. However, very interesting things going on. You know, the last time North Korea shot off a rocket or a missile, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it like watching the Roadrunner? And, you know, the coyote tried to get the Roadrunner, and then you hear that little Acme music in the background, wah, 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 as their whatever they launched fell apart. Now, whether it fell apart because they didn't know what they were doing, or maybe we hit it with some sort of sonic weaponry. This time, not only did they manage to launch it, but they put something into orbit. Now, the mainstream media is calling this a satellite, but, you know, well, what kind of satellite? And how do they know it was a satellite? See, because my theory is, if you go with the Operation Blackjack Jericho theme, there was an EMP that went off over the United States. Now, I believe in Jericho, the EMP was delivered from the ground. However, let's just go over this. I'm going to put some links below. This first one's from ABC News. U.S. expert says North Korea rocket launches satellite. Again, how do they know it's a satellite? How do they know what North Korea launched? All they know for certain is they put something into orbit. Maybe a satellite, maybe an EMP, maybe something else. I don't know. Of course, this is all the official story. I can also not verify that any of this actually happened. But I'll put a link to this article. It just raises some alarms with me. You guys know why. And I'll put a link. RT did a piece, North Korea launches long-range Ultra-3 rocket despite warnings. Put a link to their video coverage. Now, what also happened yesterday, very interesting, this was all over the mainstream media. And I don't think this would have been all over the mainstream media had they not wanted it there. If there was truly something secret going on, I don't think we would have ever heard about it. You know, did we hear about all of the satellites the NSA launched into orbit? No, but apparently yesterday, this was all over the place, so they wanted people to see this secret space plane just launched onto a mystery mission. The United States Air Force launched some sort of a craft yesterday, and nobody seems to know what the deal is with this. This is very interesting stuff considering it's the end of 2012, and if I were to look at the movie Deep Impact and the Messiah that they were building, you know, a lot of secret missions going on. So this one here raises some alarms with me as well. I'll put a backup link to that from Forbes. What did the Air Force just launch into space? So on the same day that North Korea launches their rocket with some sort of package, let's call it, that was put into orbit around our planet, the United States Air Force is also launching secret craft. Nobody knows why. I just find all this very interesting. Some other strange things going on in the news. I'll give you a few more links. Hillary Clinton cancels Mideast trip because of stomach virus. Really? Or is she going underground? Got another one here. Huge asteroid buzzing past planet Earth, and you can watch. This morning, Wednesday, December 12, 2012, there's going to be a close encounter with an asteroid. Now, I'm not really too worried about this, because looking at the numbers, it just doesn't concern me. But I'll put a link to it. Just take note. We also had another gas line explosion yesterday. Huge explosion in West Virginia. Homes burned, freeway damaged. I'll put a link to that. Maybe it's all related. Maybe it's completely just random incidents. But here's another one from CBS, San Francisco Bay. Unexplained light formation spotted above San Francisco's Mission District. UFOs? I have no idea. But given that North Korea just launched a rocket and put some sort of a package into orbit, it wouldn't surprise me, and I'm not trying to fearmonger, I'm telling you straight up how I feel, it wouldn't surprise me that December 21st may just be Blackjack. You know, because 21 is Blackjack. You know, we've got the Iran, the Syria, the Israel, the North Korea. These are all names from the Operation Blackjack Jericho scenario. You guys know that. Now we got North Korea putting some sort of... It wouldn't surprise me if it was an EMP and it detonates over the United States. Can they prove it's not an EMP? Can they prove it's a satellite? How do they know what it is? And even more interesting, how do we even know what actually happened? Could all just be staged for the false flag so that they can blame North Korea, Iran, Syria. China has a hand in a lot of this. Russia, Japan. All the major players are involved in confrontations, and it only seems to be ratcheting up as the days go on. Anyway, I'll put links to all this stuff below. Please share this video. Please share this information. Please rate this video. It helps it get around YouTube. Make people aware of what's going on, just in case something does happen. That way we have some little bit of pieces to the puzzle, for lack of a better word. Anyway, I'll put all these links below. Keep an eye on the news. Remain vigilant. And remain calm, most of all. Sorry if I seem a little worked up in this video, but, whenever those Operation Blackjack Jericho alarms start going off in my head, yeah, I get a little on edge. I'll admit that. Anyway, links below. You guys take care. Have a great Wednesday. I will talk to you on the next one.